Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays, and today we're playing an old game that's new to me. It's called Dungeon Alliance. I think this came out in about 2017 maybe. Maybe later than that, I'm not sure. But it is very similar to Mage Knight in a lot of ways, a deck building game. But what's exciting is rather than just playing a solitary Mage Knight, you are playing an elite cadre of heroes. Potentially, one could even call them an alliance. And so let's go here to our Dungeon Alliance screen where you can see a few little areas. This area here is actually the dungeon, and we will expand this out into a 3x3 grid of dungeon tiles, along with all manner of creatures that we shall face. And these 4 heroes are our brave warriors that we've selected. Now, each of these heroes was drafted. I've just been playing a little practice of this game, so I'm just going to go with these ones, but in future playthroughs we might draft on the camera. And then we also have a little upgrade tray here. So we're going to start off, we're not playing any, there's an option to have quests and so forth. We're not going to do any quests, we're just going to play a basic, 3, 4, 5, 6, a basic version of the game so we can wrap our head around the rules. But let's shuffle this and we'll get that started as well. Pretty exciting. Love playing a new game and love playing a new game that is excellent. Ooh, shield block might be the one. So the basic premise of this game, we're going to explore the dungeon, we're going to buy cards and add them to our decks, and we're going to level up our characters along the way. So we'll zoom in. There's a whole lot of little weird interactions and stuff that we'll come across, but as always, we'll just get stuck in and play. We have a hand size of 6, and so I've dealt myself a starting hand of 6 cards. Now, the person that we choose to utilize for our cards is up to us. We've got 4 heroes. We can activate each one of them once per turn. And so the cards that you draw will usually dictate which hero you activate. Now you can see we've got 3 of one hero here, which is Krolt. So we've got his hack, his ruthless commander, and his determination. So it's very likely that Krolt will be the hero that we select to activate with. Krolt's not super quick though, so he's probably not going to be super aggressive. But yeah, so that's what we have to start off with. So we're going to activate Krolt. Now, before we go any further, I will just flip over here to this little screen, which the color is awful on that, Zeno. You should really fix that. We'll fix that right now. Stand by. No, we're going to have to look at that camera at some point because that is no good. But anyway, what we have here is 2 tiles. So these 2 tiles are available for us to draft for our heroes to explore. Don't ask me why we can choose which monsters we fight. It doesn't make much sense to me either. But what are you going to do? So we have a gargoyle here, which is 5 health and a lot of attack. So that's probably not ideal. And then we have a room here with 2 wargs. So we will get to choose which one of those 2 rooms we activate. The final thing we do to start off our turn is we flip this. So this card is going to tell us what the monsters will do at the end of our round. So the first thing we'll do is unexhaust the highest level monster, and then the highest level monster will make a ranged attack against a martial character or a character that we don't have. And if they can't do that, then it will make a ranged attack. And if we can't do that, then we have to do some tragic stuff. But fortunately, we will be able to do all of those things on the top row. So, Krolt, the little guy, here he is. What a legend. Krolt. Purchased a second-hand copy of this game, which had previously already painted miniatures. How excellent is that? All right, so the first thing that Krolt is going to do is we're going to play a card. So this is called Ruthless Commander. It's a maneuver. Now, you can play as many cards as you want in a turn, as long as they have different tags. So an action, a battle tactic, a maneuver. You can do as many different ones as you want. However, you couldn't play 2 actions in the turn if you had 2 cards that a single character could activate. But we're going to use this Ruthless Commander. And so for the rest of this round, you and all allies who activate within 2 spaces of you may choose to discard 1 card from hand to gain +1 movement and +1 attack for the rest of their turn. Each hero may only do this once per turn. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to discard Lightning Strike. No, I'll discard Running Shot from Sonya. So that is in our discard pile. So we now have +1 and +1 movement and attack. So the next thing that we're going to do is play Determination, which is an action card. It's going to allow us to draw a card, and we draw a root card. That's good. And finally, we are going to play this battle tactic, which is called Hack, which is +1. You may add an additional +1, but you must receive 2 wound tokens after each attack you make this turn. So let's talk about the character's stats. So Krolt, he has attack 3, and it's a melee attack. He wears 2 armor. He's got 3 movement, but he's got 10 health. He's a natural leader. What a little champion. So you can see that all the characters have slightly different stats. Generally, our defense is about the same, although these 3 characters dodge, whereas Krolt wears armor. Okay, so with those 3 movement points, we can use those to move through the dungeon. And we're going to move Krolt 1 space to this door, and we're then going to unlock that door, and we're going to do that on one of these 2 tiles. So I think we might go for the gargoyle one, which is probably a crazy call, but that is what we're doing. So we have found ourselves up against a gargoyle and a zombie in this room. Now the gargoyle has 3 innate defense, which is crazy, and he has 4 attack damage, but that's possibly okay. Yes, here's why. We're about to do something super cool, maybe. So we've moved 1 space. We've unlocked the door for our second movement. We have 1 more movement, and we're going to move into this space right here. While we're there, we're going to make an attack against the gargoyle. We don't have to play a card for that, but remember, we're attack 1 plus our innate is 3. So we're only doing 1 damage at the moment. We've also got an extra +1 from this, so that is 2. So we're doing 2 damage to the gargoyle. The gargoyle is actually, do we want to do the gargoyle, or do we want to just kill the zombie? Yeah, no, we will. We'll kill the zombie. We'll kill the zombie. So I was thinking I was going to kill the gargoyle, but I was 1 short. Oh, am I 1 short? I can do it. Do I want to do it though? I can do it. The gargoyle's worth 3 experience instead of the zombie, and the zombie's going to do nothing to me. So the next option you have available to you is an ability called Burst of Strength. Just like in Mage Knight, where you can discard a card sideways to get a bonus, you can discard 2 cards, which means you won't get to use them for the round, but you do get to get that bonus attack. So maybe we will go for a Burst of Strength. So let's just count it up. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if we Burst of Strength, we're 7. He's got 4 health, and he's got 3 armor, so a 7 would kill him. That's 2 control spells, but I think we'd be better off getting rid of the control spell and the attack spell. So those we're going to discard underneath Krolt because they've been played for the round, so we don't get to use those. And that's going to allow us to kill the gargoyle, which is awesome because the gargoyle is worth, as I said, 3 experience. 1, 2, 3. Crazy! And so now we go to this card. Oh, sorry, we get to spend our XP, and we're going to buy shield block. So we're going to add shield block to our hand. We've added a card, so we can discard up to 2. We won't discard any. We'll draw up to 4. Actually, yeah, we will discard that ensnare. So we're going to draw up to 6, which means we are going to have all of Mirabelle's cards, which is excellent. Cool. So now we'll go over here to this little card. And this one is the enemy's activation, happens at the end of the round. So the first thing we do is we unflip an exhausted enemy, there are none. And then one enemy is going to attack a martial character with +1 attack. And so there is a zombie, he is adjacent to a martial character, which is Krolt. So he's going to attack Krolt for his innate attack, which is 3. That goes to 4. However, we're going to play Shield Block, which is a reaction, and it's a shield, and that means we get that against that attack, which means we suffer no damage. We'll leave Ruthless Commander on top because we can utilize Ruthless Commander multiple times, assuming we start 2 spaces. So we have 5 cards in our hand, and the next character that we're going to activate is Mirabelle. So that's it. That's the game. So we'll replenish this, which is an acrobatics reaction, but we've got no characters that can use it. And then we have that. And if we have a look down here, we have 2 tiles available, some spiders and a satyr, or 2 wargs. I reckon those 2 wargs might be our target because Mirabelle has a very tricky little treat. Very tricky little treat available. Yeah, let's do Mirabelle and let's try and pop us some wargs. So we will select this one. Mirabelle is going to play this maneuver. It costs her 1 movement to play this maneuver. But for the rest of the turn, she gets +1 to her ranged attacks. And after you make your first attack, you may immediately make an additional attack against the same or a different target. We'll also play this battle tactic, which allows us to make range attacks against enemies that are in an adjacent space. And the first time we do that, we get +2. So we've spent 1 of our movement. We are going to have 4 movement remaining. And so we're going to start by moving 1 space to here. And then we will unlock a door for 2 spaces. However, that's fine. 2 spaces to there. And we have found ourselves up against 2 vicious wargs. So we've got 3 movement left. We're just going to move 1, 2, so we're adjacent to both of those. And I'm sure you can guess what's about to happen. We're going to shoot some wargs in the face. Yep. So gargoyles with 5 health. I've been looking at the wrong number for health. That's okay. We'll play on. Yeah, yellow's health, don't know. That's okay. I think we can actually retcon that pretty easily. So I'm going to drop this. Yeah, I've just realised that the gargoyle was 5 health, not 4 health, because I did 7. So what we're going to do is we're just going to retcon that, and we're just going to kill ourselves a zombie. And the shield block is fine, because that would be the gargoyle that would have attacked us. It would have activated, the zombie dies, we get 1 XP, we spend the 1 XP for the shield block, we apply the shield block, and we'll take 1 damage from the gargoyle on Krolt. As you can tell, this is my first time playing this game, so we'll make some mistakes. But that's okay, we've now got 2 of them that we're adjacent to, and we are going to attempt to shoot them in the face. He's only got 3 health. Our first shot is attack 2. Because we started within 2 spaces of him, we can discard this card to get +1 movement and +1 attack. So yes, we have now got attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 for our first shot. The warg has a special rule when defending. It adds this combat die to its defense. So it adds 0. So we shoot that guy straight in the face, getting us 2 XP. And then thanks to our rapid fire, we can shoot again. This one doesn't get the +2 though. do I want to discard both of these for a bonus? No, we'll just try and raw dog it. 2, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 against 1, 2, 3. So we've done 1 damage to the warg. That is a shame. If it was the other way around, we would have killed that warg. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 3 is 1. He's got 2 health left. Yep, it's the other way around. We killed him. Okay. So before the warg activates, we have the option to buy a card, but there is none that we want to buy except for a scroll of teleportation, maybe. No, we'll keep that. We'll spend these under Mirabelle. Unfortunately now, this warg is going to attack us. We're going to discard that tile. So we've got 2 new tiles available now. You can see we've got spiders and a bugbear and a goblin. Very good. Yes, so this warg is going to move 1 space to here. It's going to attack us. It's an attack 4. And Mirabelle has 2 armor. Oh no, it's against a dwarf. What speed is the warg? The warg is speed 6. Oh, okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's going to be here, and he's going to attack the dwarf. That's actually better for us because he has a shield block up. So he's just going to suffer 1 damage. That's pretty good. Good work, Krolt. You're amazing. Yeah, okay. So we are going to have to think about how we deal with this situation. All right, so we are going to lose some cards, which is fine because we can't use any of those cards right now. We have only drafted 1 card, so our hand size is 6. We only have 5 cards there, so we'll discard Mirabelle's. We'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got Mirabelle's back, but we have 3 Sonya cards. Sonya Blade. So what do we do here? So if there is no non-exhausted hero to activate, what does that symbol mean? That symbol means damage heroes. Place the indicated number of wound tokens on 1 hero. So 1 hero takes 3 damage if we can't activate a hero. Root has a healing spell. Lightning bolt. After making a range attack, you may use your full movement points again. Alright, so I think what we might do is we might go with Sonya. And I really need to kill both of those creatures this turn. And I don't know if I can do that easily. Sonya can discard a card, and she will discard this Mirabelle card. So she gets +1 movement and +1 attack. Her base attack is 3, so she's now at 4. This will take her to 5. This will take her to 6. She doesn't need to be at 6. 6, 3, so we'll do 3 damage to the gargoyle. Or we can just kill the warg. Really need to do multiple attacks here, Deno. That Mirabelle miss was quite annoying. Scroll of minor teleportation. Interesting. Yeah, what a cool little game. I enjoy it. So we're definitely going to activate Sonya. We can't kill that guy. We can kill that guy. So let's do a move. We're going to go 1, 2 because we've left a space next to there. And we're movement 6 right now, which is awesome. So it's 1, 2. We're going to open a door. We might go for this room here, which is a red room. 3. There's a little goblin. Oh. And there's a little bugbear. And there's also a challenge token. Okay, so we've moved 1, 2, 3 to open the door. We've got movement 6. So we're going to go into the room. That means we flip this challenge token. And so we are going to see a treasure chest. So that's an open treasure chest. So I think that means we just get 1 XP. There's also traps in there. In my practice games, I do nothing but traps. So that's nice. Now we can't attack if we're adjacent. So we're going to move back to here. And then because of this running shot, after making a range attack, you may use your full movement points to move again. So we are actually going to do that. However, we're going to play this control spell at this point. Place it on an enemy that is 2 to 3 spaces away from you. We're going to target this bugbear with our control spell. It's called Scorn. Ha ha ha. So yep, we're going to shoot the warg. We're going to kill the warg. That's going to get us 2 XP. We didn't need to do anything crazy to do that. Even if he rolls the maximum, he still dies. He does, but he still dies. And we can then move our full distance, 1, 2, 3 to there. We'll go 4, 5 to there. Cool, cool, cool. So that is all done for her. She has completed her round. We have another 2 XP there. Is that right? Killed 2 wargs, 1, 2. We've killed a goblin and we've opened a chest. Yes. All right, we're on track now. So now we're going to do this card here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove both of these from the game. So we're going to find a gold ring. Oh, an enchanted broadsword. Broadsword. And the highest level character must attack the lowest armor. So the highest is the bugbear. It's not exhausted, so it's going to move 1, 2 to here, and it's going to attack our magic user. However, our magic user is protected by our control spell, which says that for the rest of the round, the target has -2 when attacking any hero except for you. So the bugbear has a rule. It is ferocious. When attacking, add a combat die to the bugbear's attack. So he rolls a 1. He's got 3 combat, so that's a total of 4. However, Root has 2 dodge and then the 2 evasion thanks to Sonia's taunting. That's pretty good. We're not drafting any cards, so that's it. We're going to draft cards now, though. Cool. Getting rid of 2 that we don't want. That is awesome. All right, and now the bugbear has activated. So there is a goblin that can attack, which is nice. So all I want to do is get 2 XP, and I think we can do that. So the bugbear has 5 health. So Root has a basic attack of 3, but he also has a lightning strike, which ignores defense. So that's a pretty good attack against something like a gargoyle, but I really need to get the 2 XP, and defeating that bugbear gets it done. So we will move 1, 2 to here. We will discard our healing spell. Is that going to be enough? Yep, we discard that. So yeah, we spend a movement point to heal an ally. The only one who's damaged is Krolt, so we'll heal him. We discard that to get +1 for the rest of the turn. So we're 3, 4, 5. No, we can't do it. We can kill a goblin. We can put 3. Are we better off doing the 3 damage lightning strike onto the gargoyle so we can kill him next turn. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go and we'll put 3 damage onto the gargoyle with a magic spell. We'll actually move to there. And we then rejuvenate, and that's it. We could actually use our control spell then, so that guy can't move. Let's do that. So we put 3 damage on the gargoyle using our lightning bolt. The goblin can't move, so his range is 1, 2, 3, so he's out of range. And that is the end of the round. So we will spend 2 for that enchanted broadsword, which gets us another drafted card. That goes into our hand, but we're at the end of the round. And so we're going to do this. Elusive. Oh. So the goblin goes, he can't move, so he's out of range, but that's done. We exhaust this from the game, and we exhaust this from the game. And we have a Ray of Healing, or the Voice of Authority. It's an elf. Ooh. For the rest of this round. So that's the first full round. We have 3 more of those to go, and that's the game. So, but we're going well. We're going well. So at the start of the next round, we have the highest unexhausted. So both of these are going to go here. Ideally, we want to attack Krolt. We're going to do Krolt first so we can get his ability out, but it does depend on what cards you get, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our hand size is still 6. All right, Sonia, Sonia, Sonia. Root, and a broadsword. So Root broadsword, he goes 3, 4, 5, or he could just kill the gargoyle, rejuvenate. Okay. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we put the bugbear attack on there. Yes. All right, I think we'll do Sonia. Hang on, is she going to have enough attack? So she needs to do 5 damage. So she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So we'll activate Sonia. Sonia Blade. And she's going to start. She's adjacent to a door. There's 2 rooms she has available. One completely terrible one that I don't think we're going to choose, which is this one with a wyvern. It's got 5 health. It does all sorts of bad stuff. Poison tail. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want the wyvern. So we'll instead go for this one. We're going through that door there. So that is. Oh no, we can't open a locked or secret door. Can you just open a normal door? Opening doors. Actually, I think it's on this little. There's some handy dandy little reference cards here. Locked door. Normal attempt. Movement. Open one locked door or chest if no enemies are present. Open one door. You can suspend an adjacent door. It's only a locked door. There can't be any enemies. So that was a normal door. That is fine. But let's do it this way, so there's no spiders attacking us immediately. So there's spider, 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 and a challenge token, which is a trap. I'm sure of it. So that's one of our movement. We're then going to go 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. And that's her 5 movement. She will use her battle tactic. Our gargoyle is the target. So we attack 3, 4, 5. He's got 3 block armor, so we do 2 wounds. So he is defeated, which is excellent. And we gain 3 experience for that. And that means we have leveled up to level 2, which doesn't mean anything to you wonderful people yet, but it does to me. It's the first time I've done it. And because of her running shot, she can now move back 1, 2. Yeah, let's actually go 1, 2, 3. Let's get up here and support Mirabelle. Highest XP character has to activate now. Attacks normal on against the lowest armor. It's going to go against Root, but because of our control spell that we've put on it, we will go 1, 2 to here, and attacks for 3. But because it's ferocious, it also rolls this die. Oh, 6. So we do suffer 2 damage for Root. That's unfortunate. If only he had some way to heal himself of damage and an ally while he was at it. Rejuvenate. We won't discard any cards. So that one's done. So now in the next round... Alright, did we want to purchase a card? Elusive. That can be used by Mirabelle. Yeah, I think we can afford to buy Elusive. We've got quite a few things in hand. Mirabelle or Krolt can actually use that. Just gets them to dodge, which is nice. Protection. So we draft a new card. That means our hand limit is now 7. We will not discard any. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not the best of options here. We have a Ruthless Commander. Can we kill the Bugbear? Bugbear has activated. The Bugbear is going to activate again. It's going to target an Orc or a Primordial, so we could attack Root again, which is good. That actually is good for us. I didn't go into this room, so we don't activate that challenge deck. Maybe we do go with Root. Not Root, I mean... Yeah, or we just go Lightning Bolt. Kill a little dude. Do we have any cards we want to buy? A healing spell, which we can't use. A Voice of Authority, which is okay, but we probably don't need that yet. Let's save our XP. Lightning Bolt. Actually, Root can kill that Bugbear, I think. He needs to get 7. He starts with 3. That's 4, 5. And then he could do a couple of sideways cards as well as heal. 5. Now we have to do the Ruthless Commander first. Okay, we'll actually do the little dwarf. We'll do Krolt. It's an inefficient turn, but that's okay. We'll just play Ruthless Commander. For the rest of the round, you and all allies have activate within 2 spaces of you. So it is probably just going to be him and Root, but that's okay. So Ruthless Commander, he'll just move 1, 2, 3 to there, and he will then attack. He's got this elusive card in hand which he can play. He's got this shield block which he can play. He's in pretty good shape. Oh, he could actually play that as well. So he's 3, 4, 5, plus he can discard Mirabelle's card for 6. Yeah, so he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Bugbear has 5 health and 2 shield, so he's alive with 1 health. That's unfortunate for us, because now the Bugbear attacks. Hiya! But in good news for us, the Bugbear, he is going to roll the combat die again. He has to attack an Orc or a Primordial, so he is going to attack Root. He rolls a 1, so his total attack is 3, plus 1 is 4, and because of Sonia's taunting, that does no damage. He then exhausts again. He actually does do 1 to us, sorry, because of that 1. He gets a +1 on his combat attack. That's it. Next round. So we are going to discard the right hand thing. We are going to get some heavier monsters now, so that's scary. Has to attack a human or primordial again. That's all right. So we have the option to discard. I don't think we're activating Mirabelle. Actually, are we going to activate Root? Maybe we will activate Mirabelle actually. So let's keep shield block. Let's discard these two and we can draw up to 7. Should have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have all of Mirabelle's cards. Not quite. We have that one to draw a card. Yep, we'll do Mirabelle. It's interesting. So she is going to use this doorway. So she's going to draw a card. Hey, it's Determination. That's fine. Because we know that Crolt is activated, right, there's 2 cards that we have for Crolt in our hand, so we can just use those sideways and suffer absolutely no penalty, so for a burst of strength. So yeah, we've drawn 1 card. So we've got a total movement of 5. We don't need to draw the maneuver. Oh no, we do, yep. So we'll spend 3 movement, 1, 2, 3, to draw all of these cards into hand, which is fine. And then we'll move 1 and open that door. So I think we're going to choose a level 2 building here, which is crazy. I don't even know what that guy is. I haven't even looked at that. I know that one of them is a satyr. 1 satyr. It's a minotaur. Oh my god, what does he do? Relentless, does not exhaust. That sounds punishing. And a cheeky little satyr. A prancing satyr. Yep, that's not ideal. The Minotaur is going to attack. Alright. So Mirabelle's going to face this way. She's there. Can she draw a line of sight? Yes, she can. So she's played her track. She's going to play point blank. She's going to play rapid fire. Oh, she can't move if she does that. So she'll just go there. Damn. Alright. Well, maybe she will attack the satyr instead. So I think she'll attack the Minotaur has 3 armor and 5 health. So her first attack is 2, 3. She can't use that, so she might as well play that downwards. 3. She's going to be able to block and dodge. Yeah, okay. She can shoot both. I'm just trying to decide if she's better off shooting the satyr. She definitely wants to kill him. He's got 2 armor. She's attack 3. So we're going to kill the bugbear. So the bugbear's defeated. We get 2 XP for him. Boom, boom. And we then get to make a second attack. At this point, we will discard both of these to make that second attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put it on the Minotaur. We want to start the ball rolling on him because he looks like a problem. So the Minotaur suffers 1 damage. I can't get any more attack out of that. So, cool. It would have been better there if she could have been adjacent to the Minotaur and then shot down the thing. She would have got an extra bonus too, but that's okie dokie. So the Minotaur is going to attack now. We're going to discard this one and reveal this one. That's a Necromancer. Oh my goodness, what is that? And so the Minotaur is going to attack. It has to attack the closest Primordial. Mirabelle is a Primordial. Has to do a melee attack. The Minotaur, it does not exhaust after activating, but can still activate only once per cycle. So it's going to go there. What a tragically bad attack for Mirabelle to suffer. 6 damage. She has 2 evasion. She plays 2 for elusive. She plays 2 for shield block. And she suffers no damage. You're amazing, Mirabelle. Alright, so next it is going to be another Minotaur, but hopefully... So all we're doing is we're discarding this card to give him +1 movement and +1 attack. We're going to pop that in there for... to remove a wound token from ourselves and also from Krolt, which is nice. We're going to move 1, 2 to there. One, two, we'll go to there. No, we can't because we can't be adjacent. So we'll go there. Actually, I think if we're there, we're better off. No, we have to be there. So we ignore its defense because of our lightning strike. So we do 3 damage, but the Minotaur is going to attack again, which sucks. He's got 1 health left though. And we can't, the burst of strength. Oh, we can use a burst of strength. Oh, well, in that case, we'll do that. We'll discard those for a burst of strength, and that does 4 damage to the Minotaur and kills him. Get that up, yeah. Burst of strength on our lightning strike. Come on. Minotaur defeated. He gets us 4 experience. Very nice. So that is 3, 4, and we'll give those 2 back. There is none of those cards that I really want to buy. Gold key, no. Voice of authority, no. So no, we're going to keep our XP there. We're not going to spend it. We've spent these. The Minotaur's defeated. The next highest is going to be a Satyr. He is a ranged attack, so he's going to move against the highest. That is Mirabelle. He's going to move to there. He's going to shoot Mirabelle. Actually, he doesn't have to move. He shoots her from there. He is attack 3. The Satyr has a rule that says when the Satyr attacks, the target does not benefit from dodge defense. That's lucky we've got our shield in play. So it's just 1 damage on Mirabelle. Cool. And that's the round over. And excitingly, we now move on to level 2 upgrade cards. So it does feel very Mage Knight-esque, and it does feel really strategic. The amount of choice you have in which monsters you bring down is actually really relevant, and it's a nice little addition to the game, right? Because you do actually want to choose to some extent who you're. I might move those out of the way. Who you're going to face off against, so that your characters can handle them well. So yes, when we move on to our second stack of experience in our 3rd cycle, we instead draw from the level 2 upgrade deck. These are obviously more expensive, but potentially better. I was really hoping to get to these after the end of the 2nd cycle, 1st cycle I should say. Innovation, Assassinator, Touch of Death, and a heavy chest. Those are not useful in any way. Actually, innovation is pretty crazy. You must discard 3 other cards afterwards. Every enemy in your room receives 2 automatic damage. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And there's a heavy chest. Not really useful. 4 experience to just get experience. 3 experience for that innovation might be the go. So we'll deal ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is our hand size. We have a determination and we have a hack battle tactic. We also have elusive. We have 2 archery ones from Sonia and just the 1 Mirabelle. So we don't want to waste Mirabelle. If we use our dwarf, he can probably just go and kill that goblin and then meet up here. And we'll leave those spiders to play amongst themselves. That's probably unnecessary. It's a hack. We literally need to do 2 damage to kill that goblin, so we might be better off doing Sonia and shooting. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll activate Sonia. She has a movement of 5. So she will go 1 to here, 2 to here, and she could open a door. And over here we have a necromancer, which I've never seen. Life drain. When it attacks, its target does not benefit from armor defense. Each time he damages, okay, and he's attack 6. Wow, 6 dodge. And that one is a Hydra. The Hydra is +1 for every 2 wound tokens it possesses. That's cool. Those are both awful. The Necromancer has 6 health. I reckon we go for the Necromancer because we have 3 dodging characters. So yeah, this is a tragically bad call, but we're going to do it because we're learning the game. So she's unlocking this door. It's only going to activate once, so the Necromancer. And a level 2 chest, hopefully. Alright, so she will then shoot. Oh no, she's going to scorn the Necromancer. The Necromancer is going to target the lowest. Oh yeah, she can go back to there. So yeah, she'll do that. And she will scorn the Necromancer. So he's a little bit less painful. And then she's going to shoot the Satyr for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Cool. Yep. So the Satyr suffers 1 damage. Is that right? Yes. 4 total. 3 combat, 4. Good work, Sonia. She has scorned the Necromancer. Always a wise strategy in life to scorn the Necromancer. So the Necromancer is going to go. It's the highest enemy. It's going to target, it's a hero of our choice, the lowest dodge or armor. So we're actually going to choose to go against Mirabelle. 1, 2 to here. And it is against Mirabelle. So it's an attack 6, but it's down to -2. And Mirabelle can also play her elusive card, which means she ignores the attack in its entirety, believe it or not, because she has 2 evade, +2 is 4, and we've scorned the Necromancer. So the Necromancer does nothing. Okay. Are we going to play Mirabelle? I'd really like to play the Dwarf now, actually. We didn't want to buy a card, did we? Do we want to buy Innovation? Yeah, let's buy Innovation, actually, for 3. That goes into our hand. So we can discard 3 cards. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we probably do Mirabelle next. Yeah. So let's discard the 2 dwarf cards, and we can then draw 7 or 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 7. So we'd really love to see Mirabelle's cards. Come on, Mirabelle. No, it's Root. And a running shot. And the dwarf guy. That's annoying. Interesting. All right. So maybe we do the dwarf now. 1, 2, 3. Open door. What do we do? Root. That's a really bad draw. Really bad draw. I was hoping to heal with Root. Yeah, okay, we'll activate Root. Sorry, did I do that? Yes, so that one's gone. So we now have this one. The highest enemy, an ivory chalice. Oh, that's quite good. Yep, so the highest enemy is going to attack the lowest armor or dodge. That's fine. That's all fine. Yep, so Root, he's going to play his Rejuvenate. So he's going to heal himself for 1 and heal Mirabelle for 1. So that costs 1 of his 4, 5 movement. So he's got 4 movement left. He'll go 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. No, it's still only 3. But anyway, he's going to use Enchanted Broadsword plus his base attack of 3. That does 2 damage, and that is enough to defeat the Satyr. So we get ourselves 2 XP from the Satyr. We're not going to do anything else. We are going to use the dwarf now, so we'll keep that. We'll discard those 3. And we've discarded the dwarf, no. So we're going to keep Mirabelle's cards in hand. So we'll discard those 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get 1 more card. Root can't use the Enchanted Broadsword. Deno, you silly boy. You silly, silly boy. That's okay. We'll use the Enchanted Broadsword and that running shot that we had in hand sideways. And that's still enough to get the job done. Burst of Strength. Okay, so now the highest XP. So we'll do this Goblin. He's going to shoot. The Goblin has a wild shot, so he rolls a combat die. He rolled a 1, so his attack is 3 on the Dwarf. The Dwarf suffers 1 damage. Grot. Alright, Mirabelle. Did we have any movement left here? So we healed for 1. 1, 2, 3. No, we couldn't open that because that is a secret door and you can't do that if there's enemies in the room. Okay, Mirabelle, it's all on you. She's going to spend this to rapid fire. She's got this for a burst of strength. She's going to do her battle tactic there. Root's already gone, so she'll also spend this for a burst of strength. So she's just going to go 1, 2, 3 to here, so she's adjacent to the Necromancer. She's going to make a point blank attack. It's +2, +3, +4. And then she'll draw a card and she'll spend a movement to draw those 2. And then she will play Innovation. She'll discard 3 cards from her hand. So basically we're leaving the dwarf with not much. But every enemy in your room receives 2 automatic damage. 1, 2. So the Necromancer is down to 4 health. It's got 3 armor, so our attack with Mirabelle is 2, 3. So that's covered the armor, so 1, 2. So we've done 4 damage, plus the burst of strength means it's 5. So the Necromancer has 1 health left. And I think we might be able to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this round. That goblin shot. Good work, Mirabelle. Good work. So a little spider's going to go now. Little spider. So the spiders are movement 4. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to attack for an attack 3. We do have all of our cards in hand. We are going to play shield block, which means we block the damage and we suffer no poison wound. That spider has activated. It's our last character. It's a ruthless commander, and we'll discard that to move an extra movement. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2 to here. We also need to discard this from the game. Oh, that's a weapon. Can't use it anyway. Oh, regenerate. That's pretty powerful for our friend Root, who can use it. Regeneration. I think we'll take that. Yep, so we're going to do this battle tactic. So we are attack 1, 1, 2, 3. We only needed to do 1, so we defeat the Necromancer, which is a nice way to finish the turn, actually, for a total of 5 experience. 1, 2. All right, that's the end of the round. Who came after us? Oh, yeah, we'll buy Regenerate for 3. Oh, there's a little ally, a little pet. Oh, I want to buy the pet. That's okay. So we're discarding that, we're trashing that, but then we're discarding all of those because we're moving into the artifacts now, which is the level 3. So the additional stuff for the game, which having played this now, I'll definitely include in future playthroughs, just some little quests. So you have like little quests where you have to chase after specific locations and try and do things, which is great. And then there's also full storylines as well, which you can play, which look quite fun. They actually come in the row, which could be fun. We haven't really suffered too much damage at this point, but we have had a regenerating guy as well, I suppose. So we unexhaust the goblin and unexhaust the spider. Keeping the party together, benefit from the dwarf, always the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we've drafted 5 cards now. Elusive, oh, Mirabelle, and a gnome for Mirabelle. It's probably Mirabelle, she's got her 2 good cards. Alright, we've got lots of XP still to spend. So we are on to the final round, the fight. So these are artifacts, these are like the most powerful. Maybe actually, I don't really know. Again, this is the first time I played through. I played through basically the first few rooms to learn about things. 5, a Gauntlet of Dark Iron. Anyone can use these. When you draft this artifact, place it face up in your area. Whoa, Gauntlet of Dark Iron. That is crazy. Yeah, you want to get these early, don't you? Blackwood Arrow, all of your heroes. Oof. We've got 2 archers and 2 combat guys. Prescient Orb. Primary or weapon attack. Yeah, we're going to go the Mantle of the Lion. Okay, so we're going to start with Mirabelle. So Mirabelle has 5 movement, so she's going to spend her first movement into this room here. It's going to flip the challenge. It's a locked chest. We're not going to worry about it with Mirabelle. 2 to here, and then she's going to spend the remainder of her movement to try and unlock that room. And what has she got there? She's got either a Naga. A Naga always attempts to attack its target's back. Whoa. Or the Hydra. Yeah, let's go the Naga. So we have to spend all of our remaining movement points, but we could risk it and try and not roll a 3. So let's do that. We do so, and that leaves us 1 movement point left for us to go there. And the reason we want to do that is we move into the Naga and we can shoot with our... Oh, what's that? Another locked chest. Very good. Okay, 1 Naga coming up. So yes, rapid fire. Battle tactic, point blank. And we're also going to play innovation. And we're going to discard these 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So we do 2 automatic damage to the Naga. Boom. And then our first attack against the Naga is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do another 2 to the Naga. And then our next attack is, which we can make a second one, but that is it. So the Naga's got 2 health left, which is awesome. And we have this dodge in hand when it comes to attack us, which it inevitably will. Inevitably will. Was I supposed to do... Yeah, I was supposed to do another spider. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's there. All right, we're trashing that one. That one's going to go there. There is a dead set Sphinx in the back room. And then there's no elf. Oh, no. So the highest XP has to attack. But there's no archery. So does that just mean we lose 1 XP? Let me read that one. The highest XP ready monster attacks a hero, or any hero of your choice, add +2 to the monster's attack. Ah, okay. Add +3 to the monster's attack if it possesses the indicated attack type. So the Naga, it's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to get into the rear, which is bad for us because when it attacks from the rear, it gets +3 attack and we cannot benefit from any reactions. Well, that's unfortunate. So it's going to do an 8 attack. We're going to dodge for 2, which means we suffer 6 damage, which is punishing on Mirabelle. She can't play that reaction, so we'll keep that in hand. It's not poison. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, we're going to draft a card, aren't we? We're going to draft this Mantle of the Lion. When you draft it, place it in your play area. That cost us 5 XP. Alright, so the Manticore is, sorry, not the Manticore, the Naga is flipped. So the Naga is no longer going to attack. And we are going to draw up to 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Mirabelle has discarded those cards. Okay, who have we got to go? Obviously Mirabelle's not going. An Enchanted Broadsword. Alright, well let's go with our regenerating wizard, it looks like he's our best option. He's got a healing spell, but he's also got regenerate. He's got a control spell, and he can't do, maybe we use those two. So he's got 3 armor. Yeah, perfect. All right, so Root's going to move 1, 2, 3 to there. He's going to spend 1 to use his regenerating healing spell. So spend 1, remove up to 3 wound tokens divided amongst yourself from allies as you see fit. We'll just discard 1 from each, and Mirabelle can suffer. She's quite safe from there. And so that regenerate's done. Well done, Root. He can't then spend this rejuvenate. He could have ensnared. Yeah, we'll ensnare the little spider so it can't do anything. And then we will discard this Mirabelle card and this rejuvenate, for a burst of strength to do a melee attack, which is 4, and then thanks to our Mantle of the Lion, whenever you inflict 1 point of damage, you immediately inflict an additional 1 point of damage, which is all we need to defeat the Naga. Get out of here, Naga. And that's worth 5 XP. 4 and 1. So we're going to draft Cloak of the Guardian. 5 XP. Whenever we suffer damage, we suffer 1 less. We have to target a martial character. This goblin will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, and it'll shoot Sonya with an attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a pest. She's got 2 evasion, but she can't use that other little evasion, can she? No. We now have an 8 card hand size. This is awesome. That's so good. Oh yeah, so she's going to suffer 3 damage, I think it was. So yeah. So we could have potentially had that against the dwarf. Have we got our block? No, of course it's in here. Yep. We'll put it against the dwarf. It's fine because he gets health, he gets benefits when he's got wound tokens. Speaking of, we'll do the dwarf. We'll just go for determination to draw 1 card, and we draw another card, so we get all of our cards. We'll play this maneuver. We'll discard this, and we'll move 1, 2, 3. We'll attack this goblin. We'll discard the enchanted broadsword, and that is enough to defeat the little goblin. For show. What's happening here? Some cards are getting discarded. An obsidian wand. How cool. Okay, we're just going to kill the goblin. We get 1 XP. I don't know if I grab that or not. But we're going to spend for this Gauntlet of the Black Iron. Now we'll go for the Blackwood Arrow. 5 XP to get the Blackwood Arrow. And some stuff discards. It shouldn't matter because in our last activation, another dwarf's going to get attacked, but he's got shield block from a spider to block. He can also play elusive, so he's not going to suffer any damage with the dwarf. And that's assuming that anyone even gets there anyway. I don't know what you get out of those locked chests, so let's just shoot. We'll play Scorn, we'll play True Shot, we'll play Running Shot, and we'll just execute this spider and get ourselves 1 remaining XP to finish us on 4. There's none of those artifacts we can buy for 4. So, but that's it. I think that's the end of the game. So let's check the end game, because I haven't even looked at that. Winning the game. If at any time the tile draft... No, once the game ends, flip all the XP, counts up the total. Very good. And the player has accrued the most experience points wins the game. Hooray, we won the game. No, that's pretty cool. Like, I like moving around this little map with our little heroes. I like drafting cards. I think with the next playthrough, we will definitely utilise the drafting system now that I understand the game a little bit more. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is a cool little game. So, excellent. All right, friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough of BigDenoPlays Dungeon Alliance. I will catch you all in the next episode. Big Deno out.